What is up, guys? Welcome back to In the Box. I'm your host, Ryan, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys some NHL content. As you guys know, today was the first exhibition games. The Flyers-Pens game was really good. Went to overtime. Couturier scored the winner. Flyers won 3-2, and hockey's back, baby. Let's go. So, without further ado, I'm going to give you guys my Stanley Cup qualifying predictions. So let's start it off in East with the 5-12 matchup between the Penguins and the Montreal Canadiens. So Montreal snuck in. They probably shouldn't have made it based on point percentage because Buffalo had a higher point percentage, but Montreal snuck in because they had more points. Whatever. Pittsburgh was very as close as you could be to being the 4 seed, and they couldn't pass the Flyers, who had a great regular season. And this is pretty cut and dry matchup to me. I think Montreal just sneaking in, Pittsburgh being the powerhouse they are. Pittsburgh will take this series in 3, and that's all I have to say. Pittsburgh has the edge. Montreal, if Price could steal the series, if Price is playing like 2014 Price, Montreal will at least steal a game. Price is the X factor of the series. Price plays well, Montreal could make it interesting, but if he doesn't, it'll be a cut and dry series. Pens in 3, and I just don't see Montreal matching Pittsburgh's offensive firepower. Series. It is the 6 and 11, my New York Rangers versus the Carolina Hurricanes, who are the 6th seed. I keep going back and forth on this. I feel like the Rangers have the offensive edge, Carolina defensive. Goaltending will decide this series. Goaltending does decide playoff series. And whoever's hotter, whoever's doing better, if Mrazek's playing out of his mind, I see Carolina stealing this series. Not stealing, winning this series. And if Georgiev could be in a couple games, but I see Igor taking most of the time. I say the Rangers will win this series. And as a Ranger fan, I'm going to predict the Rangers to win this series in 5 games. On to the next series, the Panthers and the Islanders. This is an interesting one because you could go either way. But I'm gonna go. Barzal's a game changer. It's hard to pick against him, but I see the Panthers winning this series in 4. I think the Panthers haven't proven themselves enough this year, and they're gonna come to play here. They're a sleeper team going into this playoffs. They went out and made the big moves this offseason. They went and got Bob. He hasn't lived up to expectation. They have Barkov and Huberto, who have played well this year, but not the guys behind him aren't. They have the veterans like Boyle. They have good defensemen like Yanda, who hasn't lived up to expectation this year, but I feel like is going to bring his A game going into these playoffs. Matheson, Ekblad, first-round pick. I could see him having a big series against the Islanders, and they're going to avenge the 2016 John Tavares curse put upon them after that. That was a trip. I will still say that to this day. That was a trip. I'm a Ranger fan, so I don't like the Islanders. I got the Panthers in 4 in this series. In the East features the Columbus Blue Jackets as the 9 seed and the Toronto Maple Leafs as the 8. So in this series, it's going to go 5 games. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to go 5 games. It's going to go to overtime. And Mitch Marner is going to score the overtime winner for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So even. I could see. Again, I feel like Toronto's defense let them down again this year? Is Columbus too young for this position? There are so many storylines going into this series. Both these teams have had tough goes of it in the playoffs in the past. I just see Toronto getting in. they can't not. Like, they're too good a team to lose. I feel like Morgan Riley will lead that defense to success. Tyson Barrie. Tyson Barrie's Tyson Barrie. He could pull a Jake Gardner, but all in all, I think the Toronto Maple Leafs will win in 5. So that's it for the East. Let's move on to the West. So starting it off in the West, the 5 and the 12 matchup between the Oilers and the Blackhawks. This is a very interesting series, but as Corey Crawford went down with COVID, I don't know how much time he'll miss. So 2 weeks from now, he'll miss probably game 1, 2, maybe 3. I have to go with the Oilers in 4. The Blackhawks have good offensive firepower, especially with the likes of Kubalik this year coming on, Dylan Strome, DeBrincat, Thames, of course, Captain Sirius, you can't forget about him. Kane, one of the best players in the world, skill-wise. And a veteran defense from Chicago. It's just not enough to beat that high-powered Oilers team. You can't pick against a dynamic duo, Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. They're too lethal. I say the Oilers will win this series in 4. As long as Mike Smith's okay, the series should be no problem for the Oilers. All right, and my second favorite team, the Nashville Predators versus the Arizona Coyotes. Weird series to me. This is a weird series. Go either way. Will Saros and Rene continue to struggle? Will Kemper continue to be on his game? So many X factors here. Are the Coyotes deep enough to compete with the Predators? Will Granlund keep up his pace? Will the Preds defense show holes? Will the Coyotes are the Coyotes deep enough to beat the Predators? I hate to say this. I think they are. I think the Coyotes are going to win this series in 4. I hope I'm wrong. Too many holes in Nashville. They've looked too flat this year. Don't like what I'm seeing from them. I hope they come in with a different attitude, prove me wrong like 2017. But I do have the Arizona Coyotes winning this series in 4 or 5. I'll say 4 for the video. 7 versus 10 matchup. This is a pretty cut and dry series to me. Vancouver, Minnesota. Minnesota's too slow. Vancouver, too much firepower there with the likes of Besser and Pettersson. I love their defense led by Quinn Hughes. Markstrom's look strong this year. Minnesota's too slow. Dumba's going to have to rally the troops. Fiala's going to have to keep playing out of his mind. I don't see Minnesota getting it done. I say it will be Vancouver in 3. Series of the video, the Winnipeg Jets versus the Calgary Flames. And the most interesting series. This is a hard series to predict. Which team will be better special teams-wise? As the Flames were better special teams-wise this year. Which team will be better goaltending-wise? I mean, the Jets, I think, will be. Will the Flames' defense do enough to protect Rittich or Talbot? Yeah, the Calgary goaltending is why I'm going to pick Winnipeg in 5. I feel like Winnipeg has the same... Winnipeg and Calgary both have a lot of offensive firepower. The Jets' defense is lacking, while Calgary's is pretty good. But Winnipeg's goaltending is too much to compete with. Goaltending wins series, guys. Goaltending wins series. So I have the Winnipeg Jets winning this series in 5 games. All right. Thank God we have hockey back, guys. That'll do it for the video. I'm so happy. 12 o'clock on Saturday, the New York Rangers take on the Carolina Hurricanes. I cannot wait. Can it just come right now? All right. It's Christmas. It's Christmas in August. All right. That'll do it for the video, guys. If you enjoy the content, make sure to like, sub, and turn those notifications on so you know when I'm dropping a video.